Namaste, my name is Tim Halloran and I am an astrologer at rasa-lila You can click the link below to go to our website where we offer a variety of alternative healing services such as Reiki, crystal therapy, chakra cleansing, and more. This is an astrology forecast for the week of April 17th. And I apologize, I'm feeling a little weird right now, and I just did this whole report, and the camera battery was dead, so this is take 2. And this is sort of the energy that is going on right now, I guess. Tonight we got this Mars conjunct the Sun, and it's like the last couple weeks, but we've been feeling this buildup of energy. It's been really fiery, it's been really masculine, it's been kind of feeling like, I don't know what to do, I'm exploding. And, you know, the energy is about to shift, so we're sort of at the peak of that. I find that when we're about to shift energy, it's like the energy of the previous sign sort of gives up one final last battle cry or something before they surrender. And that's Mars right now. So the moon is in Cancer, and Mars is conjunct the Sun, so I'm feeling really at odds with the inner and the outer. The outer is all like, I need to make this forecast and nothing's happening. And on the inside, just like, but you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm feeling all sensitive and insecure. So anyways, funny times. So what is going on on the 17th of April? Tonight we have this Mars conjunct Sun. So it's like we're at the top of this roller coaster. The masculine energy is at its fiercest. And when Mars is conjunct the Sun, it's like, I am the warrior! And this is either going to be like the knight in shining armor who rides in and saves the day, or this is going to be the guy who just completely goes crazy and, beats everyone up at the bar or something. So try to keep it under control. Yeah, try not to destroy anything is what I'm saying. Use this energy, and this energy is going to be there for the next week or two anyways. Keep outputting, but make sure we're going in the right direction. Mercury is also coming into a conjunction with Uranus right now through this next week, and that might cause us to be a little overstimulated mentally and possibly a little over-compulsive. So fortunately the energy is shifting into Taurus. We're moving out of Aries into Taurus finally, and this is Mars handing it over to Venus. Mars has been dictating the last couple weeks, making changes, taking control, leading, confronting, working, carving the way. It's finally moving, handing, the baton over to Venus. And Venus is in control. She's like, I'll take it from here, honey. And you can relax, by the way, I'm in charge now. You don't need to be fighting so many people. Cool your jets. This is a good time to, go inside, do your meditation, because while we're in the middle of this energy transfer, it's like that last oomph of masculine energy still just wants to blow up. And this could be the person who's just like, I don't know what I'm fighting for, but I'm still fighting. Or it's like that super horny guy who just wants to have sex, and then he has an orgasm and he's just like, what was that all about? I don't know what's going on. So make sure that you're still, we talked about this in the previous weeks, your masculine, powerful ego energy should be in the service of love, in the service of others, in the service of Venus. So as long as we're on that track, everything should be okay. But we are entering a time now that is going to be rather eye-opening. This is a period of time where things are coming to our attention that we haven't really thought about or put into careful consideration before. And I'm talking about next week majorly. We have our first eclipse. We're entering eclipse season. There's going to be 3 eclipses taking place over the next couple weeks. But next week, we have one in a Scorpio on the 25th. And I'm going to get more into that next week. But this is going to be kind of digging out the stuff that maybe we haven't looked at before or didn't want to look at before. It's a period of disclosure. It's a period of stuff coming to light. And so, with this energy shift going on right now, we might be able to relax a little bit more, and I'm going to say, enjoy it, relax, but don't get too carried away. Yeah, the Saturday's looking pretty good. The Saturday is going to be a pretty chill day, Saturday the 20th. But don't get too carried away, don't have too many drinks. You know, the moon's going to be in Leo too, and you know, Leo might think like he's the center of the universe, so don't get a little too self-absorbed. But this is a time of finding your self-truth. Yeah, this is what this Mercury-Uranus conjunction is really about. On Friday, you know, the Mercury-Uranus is also squaring Pluto. This is revolution. This is discovering what hasn't been working. So what else is going on is we're learning about suppression. We're learning about how we are suppressed. So we might be feeling limited. We might be feeling pressured upon, and you know, Uranus just wants to break free. Me, anarchy, you know. So don't get a little too carried away with this stuff. You know, maybe count your dollar bills before you go on a spending spree kind of thing. But at the same time, this is a time of knowing your inner truth. And you know, this is a time of sort of fighting. This is a time of revolution. This is happening in the outside world. This is happening on the, you know, the outer sphere as well as the inner sphere. Sunday's a pretty potent day. On Sunday, the moon's moving into Virgo, and it's going to trine Venus and sextile Saturn, which is opposing Venus. And you know, Saturn is the system, the corporations, the authority, the patriarchy, and it's opposing this Venus, which is now exalted in its own sign of Taurus. So we might be really seeing, understanding up here, like, oh, before I didn't understand, but now I understand, like, you are robbing me. You know, all these politicians, they're robbing me. I thought America was supposed to be the land of the free, and now I'm realizing, well, we're actually pretty oppressed. I'm starting to feel like this isn't okay. I'm starting to feel like you are limiting my truth. Mm-hmm. So this is happening on the inner sphere. It might be happening in relationships. It might be, you know, you are limiting my creative potential. You are limiting my sensuality. You're not allowing me to be my higher self. You're not allowing me to be my truth. But it's also happening at the world of large right now, majorly. This Uranus-Pluto square that's happening, this is a radical transformation and revolution in the system, with the government, with the establishment. So we are seeing, oh my gosh, like, you are oppressing me. And it's not just stealing my money, you know, that's sort of the surface thing. That's what everyone's going to be concerned with at first, perhaps. But this is, you're not just suppressing me by stealing all my cash. You're suppressing me. You're taking my power. You're taking away my individuality. And this goes way deeper than what most people could possibly perceive. Yeah, and we're entering eclipse season. Eclipse seasons are sort of surprises. It's a shocking time. It's very energized, and it's very eye-opening, like I said. So it's like we're all being given Christmas presents, and you may open this present and it might be just like, ah, I don't want to see that. Or it might be just like, oh yay, like thank goodness. But I have the feeling next week with the eclipse happening in Scorpio, it's probably going to be just like, oh, I don't want to look at you. But at the same time, we should be in a place where we want to see these things. Yeah, we should want to see the unpleasant reality. You know, we can make a choice in life. No, this astrology never restricts our free will. Nothing actually restricts anybody's free will. So this is, you know, am I going to keep my blinders on and pretending that my wage slave daily job that pays the bills and I can still afford, you know, my favorite weekly movie and one bottle of wine a week? Or is this a time of, you know, like, wait a minute, there's a whole lot more going on. There's a whole lot more to me. There's a whole lot more going on in the world. There's a whole lot more happening in reality than what these blinders have been allowing me to see. And you know, I have needs that aren't being met. The truth is, this job is not really paying the bills for everything, because I have a creative side. I have a feminine side. And we are moving from Aries into Venus now. We're going to be getting more in touch with that feminine side. We're going to be getting more in touch with the arts and the music and the dance. It's also sensuality. So we also, we have a right to more than just mundane comforts too. The arts and music, that's more than mundane comfort. This is our creative potential, which is inherently spiritual. This is the kind of thing that we're realizing is getting suppressed right now. This is the kind of thing that our culture is suppressing in us right now. So, you know, this is a time of maybe discovering some unpleasant things so that we can heal them. You can't heal a part of yourself you don't know about, and we're entering a time of discovering the wounds. And, you know, this is not a negative thing. This is not a bad thing. It seems at times very negative. There's a whole lot of shit going down in the world. You know, there was an explosion last week. I'm sure it's not going to be the last explosion. And we have to remember the bigger picture during these things. Tragedy is very terrible, but in reality, there is no true tragedy that is not beautiful. And this is sort of the bigger picture that we're learning, and I'm going to talk more about this next week, I think. But this is pointing us somewhere, yeah? The unpleasant feelings, it's like, oh God, I got a stomachache, I got a stomachache, oh wait, I got to puke, and then you vomit, you purge, and then you feel a lot better, because it turns out you just eliminated a whole crapload of toxins from your body. So we are in the period right now of discovering the wound. And this might be freaky to a lot of people. So I'm just telling you this in advance so you aren't afraid of discovering the wound. Let's anticipate discovering the wound. Let's be excited about discovering the wound so that we can see, oh my gosh, I have been repressed. I have been sick. I have not been living to my full health. I have not been living at my fullest potential. You know? I have been not comfortable, and maybe I just haven't been ready to face that fact yet. Maybe these things are scary to me and I don't want to look there because I don't understand them yet. I don't understand these things. I don't understand, you know, different countries. I don't understand different philosophies. I don't understand different religions. I don't understand all these people who are talking about ghosts and UFOs and sex. I don't want to go there. And it's time to go there. It's time to step up. And it's time for us to understand why it is so important that we do this. This is Uranus and Mercury. We are going to understand who we really are. What is our core truth? What does it mean to be a real individual? Let's align ourselves with this right now. Let's align ourselves with our true selves. Our true selves that is not restricted, which is not held back. No matter what invented system or fake money system is in place, let's not be so wrapped up in these things because, I hate to say it, but at this point it's mostly imaginary and it's about to change. So let's not be super attached to the system. Let's not be super attached to the blinders that we might have strapped to our face right now. Let's anticipate changes. Let's anticipate discomfort. And when the discomfort comes, we can celebrate it. Because where there is discomfort, there is progress. We are moving forward. We're moving towards Venus now, yeah? We're finally getting out of the fiery fight for your life energy. We're going to be able to, oh my goodness, I'm allowed to enjoy nature. I'm allowed to enjoy my body. Because if we can align ourselves with our higher truth, if we can allow ourselves to experiment and experience these other parts of ourselves, if we're not afraid to go into the dark and confront the mysteries, we're going to find a whole lot of treasure there. Sometimes confronting and dealing with our greatest fears is our biggest, fastest, most direct way to get towards what we really want. Enjoy it while it's calm. Enjoy the new calming energy as it's coming in. You know, don't become too gluttonous or prideful or blown up. Yeah, watch out this weekend. Don't get too blown up with enjoyment now. Saturday might be just like, oh yeah, let me just relax and just like, I can do anything. Let me buy another drink for everybody, yeah? I'm the best. Don't get too puffed up now because someone's going to come around with a little needle and then next week on the 25th it's just going to be, all the emotions are going to come out. I didn't know that I was an asshole. I was just trying to be nice to everybody. So let's keep everything in perspective. There's a whole lot of bigger things going on. So let's align ourselves with those things. Yeah, we're stepping into something that is more far-reaching and beautiful than we could have possibly imagined. And on that note, enjoy the ups and the downs. My name is Tim Halloran. You can contact me at www.rasa-lila.com. Namaste.